Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. My name is Faisal Yudhistira. I'm from class 3C. Today, I want to present my own work about mastery of the English language, achieving native-like proficiency. Without any further ado, let me start my presentation. Okay, there are a few questions about what is native-like proficiency. The first one, what is native-like proficiency? Why is native-like proficiency important? How to achieve native-like proficiency? Immerse yourself in the language. Focus on pronunciation. Build your vocabulary. Practice, and practice. Avoid translation. Be patient and persistent. Conclusion, resources, Q&A, and that's it. Okay, the first one is introduction. Welcome everyone. Today, we're going to talk about achieving native-like proficiency in English. And why it's so important? You might be wondering. What does it mean to achieve native-like proficiency? Well, it means being able to speak, write, read, and understand English at the same level as someone who grew up speaking the language. And why is this important? Let me tell you. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. And it's used in everything from business to entertainment to international diplomacy. Being able to communicate effectively in English can open up a world of opportunity for you, both personally and professionally. Whether you're looking to travel, study abroad, or advance your career, having native-like proficiency English can give you a distance advantage. So, let's dive in and explore how you can achieve this goal. First question, what is native-like proficiency? Native-like proficiency in English refers to the ability to use the language fluently and accurately without any noticeable error or awkwardness. It means being able to understand and communicate effectively with native speaker using the appropriate vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. For example, a person with native-like proficiency in English will be able to watch a TV show or read a book in English without struggling to understand the meaning of the words or phrases. They will also be able to express themselves clearly and confidently in both formal and informal settings. Second question, why is native-like proficiency important? Achieving native-like proficiency in English can open up a world of opportunity, both personally and professionally. In today's globalized world, English has become the lingua franca of business, science, technology, and even entertainment. Being able to communicate effectively in English can give you a competitive edge in the job market, help you build international networks, and enable to you pursue educational and career opportunity abroad. But the benefit of native-like proficiency go beyond the workplace. Speaking English fluently can also enrich yourself in personal life, allowing you to connect with people from diverse backgrounds and culture, travel more easily, and enjoy English language media such as movies, TV, shows, and books without the need for subtitles or translation. Whether you're pursuing your dreams, building relationships, or even exploring new horizons, achieving native-like proficiency in English can be a game changer for you. How to achieve native like proficiency? Let me tell you. To achieve native like proficiency in English, it's important to immerse yourself in the language. This means exposing yourself to as much English language media as possible, such as TV shows, movies, and books. By doing this, you'll get a feel for the rhythm and flow of the language, which will help you to speak more fluently. Another important aspect of achieving native like proficiency is focusing on pronunciation. Even if your grammar and vocabulary are perfect, if your pronunciation is off, it can be difficult for others to understand what you mean. To improve your pronunciation, try listening to recording of native speaker and practicing tongue twister. Immerse yourself in the language. To truly achieve native-like proficiency in English, it's important to immerse yourself in the language. This means exposing yourself to as much English language content as possible, whether that's through watching movies or TV shows, reading books, or even speaking with the native speaker. By immersing yourself in the language, you'll start to pick up on nuance and idioms that might not be immediately apparent from a textbook or a classroom setting. You'll also become more comfortable with the rhythm and flow of English, which is essential for achieving a natural sounding accent. Focus on your pronunciation. Correct pronunciation is an essential aspect of achieving native-like proficiency in English. Even if your grammar and vocabulary are perfect, mispronouncing words can make it difficult for others to understand what you mean. To improvise your pronunciation, you might start listening to native speakers as much as possible. Pay attention to the way they pronounce words and try to imitate them. You can also practice tongue twister, which are phrases that are difficult to say quickly and correctly. This will help you develop the muscle memory needed to pronounce English words correctly. Another useful tip is to record yourself speaking and then listen back to it. This will help you identify areas where you need to improve and give you a better understanding of how you sound to the others. It may feel awkward at first, but with practice, you'll become more comfortable with the process and see improvement in your pronunciation over time. Build your vocabulary. Expanding your vocabulary is a crucial step towards achieving native-like proficiency in English. By learning new words, you can express yourself more precisely and communicate more effectively with others. One effective way to build your vocabulary is by reading extensively. This can expose you to new words in context and help you understand their meanings. Another useful strategy is using flashcards. You can create flashcards with new words and review them regularly to reinforce your learning. Additionally, you can use online resources such as vocabulary building apps or websites to supplement your efforts. Practice, practice, and practice. The key to achieving native-like proficiency in English is to practice, practice, and practice. Just like learning any new skill, the more you practice, the better you will become. This means engaging in conversation with native speakers as much as possible, whether it's through language exchange programs, online chat rooms, in the social media, or in-person meetups. Another great way to practice is by joining an English language club or group. These can be found in many communities and offer a supportive environment for practicing your skills. You can also find plenty of resources online, such as podcasts, videos, and language learning apps that allow you to practice your listening and speaking skill at your own pace. Avoid translation. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Translating directly from your native language to English can lead to common error and misunderstanding. For example, some phrases in your native language may not have an exact translation in English, leading to awkward or confusing sentences. Additionally, translation word for word can result in incorrect grammar and sentence structure. Instead of relying on translation, it is important to think in English as much as possible. This means trying to form sentences and express ideas without first translating them from your native language. It may be challenging at first, but with practice, it will become easier and more natural. Other strategies include using context clues to understand unfamiliar words and phrases, and immersing oneself in the English language through reading, listening to music, and speaking with the native speaker. Be patient and persistent. Achieving native-like proficiency in English is not an easy task, but it is certainly worth the effort. It may take time to see the progress, but with constant effort, you can get there. It's important to remember that language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. You won't become fluent overnight, but if you stick with it and put in the work, you will see the result. Don't get discouraged if you don't see improvement in the right way. Keep practicing and you will get there eventually. Okay, so the conclusion is, in conclusion, achieving native-like proficiency in English is a valuable and rewarding goal. It can open doors to new opportunities both personally and professionally, as well as enhance communication skills and cultural understanding. To achieve this goal, it is important to immerse oneself in the language, focus on pronunciation, build vocabulary, practice consistently, avoid translation, and be patient and persistent. By following these strategies, progress may be slow at first, but with consistent effort over time, native-like proficiency can be achieved. Okay, this is the results that I got. The first is from Duolingo, second is from Memrise, the third is from FluentU, the fourth is from Cambridge English Online, the fifth is from the Oxford English Dictionary, and the last but not the least is English Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy. Okay, if you guys had any critics, I'll receive that critic with open arms, because we learn something new every day. So yeah, thank you for your attention. Okay, last, thank you for all joining me today to learn more about achieving native-like proficiency in English. I hope that you found this presentation informative and engaging, and that you feel inspired to take action to improve your English skills. Remember, achieving native-like proficiency in English is not an easy task, but it is worthwhile one. By immersing yourself in the language, focusing on pronunciation, building your vocabulary, practicing regularly, and avoiding translation, you can make significant progress over time. So don't give up. Be patient and persistent, and keep working towards your goal. I think that's it from me. Thank you for your listening. Hope everyone who watching this video always get blessed and always healthy. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. See you.